The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2nd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Wizards will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be let out by their rookie quarterback.
And a very promising debut in Week 1. Let's face it, rookie quarterback, anytime you can go out in Week 1 that way and get a victory, you take that as a giant positive as a team and as a player. Now, he'll work on improving his own individual play while continuing to help his team win.
And he's got room. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll look to throw now on first down. Loose inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. And a huge play that time. 46 yards.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years, never felt fully right. Well, now you got two New York teams with two different homes. And this team in Brooklyn, I'll tell you what, walking in, seeing the excitement on the fans' faces, they are ready to embrace a team here in Brooklyn. And this should be a fun experience to watch unfold. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. In motion goes the tight end. 2nd and 1. Looking middle, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. Call that a gain of 11.
A gain of 11. First down, Wizards.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. But the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 15. And what a big-time play there. 43 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Out of the gun now on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's the gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And his throw is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
And here's the Virginia Beach offense out and ready to go again.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over his next few plays.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And on now is the punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
At the 34-yard line.
2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Oh, he shifts past him. Again, the juke. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
2nd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Nighthawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now back to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
First down, Wizards.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw now on first down. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. The Nighthawks offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And here's the Virginia Beach offense out and ready to go again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 43 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Now a first carry here for the running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Wizards offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. They work now on 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Wizards have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. He's back to throw. His throw incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He'll look to throw.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down. They'll come up now on second down.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And he got it. He hit 6 field goals, and number 6 is the one that decides this game. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Brooklyn, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Virginia Beach,
they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.